Detailing the bike every weekend used to be a regular thing, but now, so little time. It's literally a sin how dirty the Hypermotard is. Let's change that. Let's get Ray off the ground so we can get her prepped and ready for a proper chain cleaning. This is great. The agitation brush. Make sure to use a separate glove or separate piece of equipment to wash the wheels. Also very important, make sure you have your own wash and rinse bucket. I'm using 2 different buckets. I might not show it, but I am using 2 buckets. Finally done with this detailed wash of the Hypermotard 939 SP. Key steps you want to keep in mind: make sure you have 2 buckets, a wash bucket, a rinse bucket, any tools that you're using at the lower part of the bike for the wheel, for the caliper, for the chain, and so forth and so on, the bottom of the engine. Make sure you're not reusing any of that stuff to wash the top fairing, the top part of the bike. Have different set of tools for different applications. That's going to keep the bike nice and neat and beautiful looking. We're going to do this final step, which is going to be wax the bike and then just enjoy, get to the wheelies. Oh yeah. Thumbs up this video and go watch the other one. That's on the playlist. Let's wrap up this bike wash by applying some of our favorite Motul products, guys. Again, you can get any of the stuff in the link in the description by our sponsor, motivationusa.com. Motul is the best thing for you to do. We're going to apply some chain wax, and then we're going to wax the bike to make sure it keeps that sheen and protect the paint. Make sure you have a rag to prevent any like excess spray going on the wheel or anywhere else. Make sure you have a very, very clean rag. I have another one here. You can use a little bit of WD-40. In a lot of cases, you might not have to do this when you clean your bike, but my bike was so filthy that taking a little bit more than required. Do not spray it directly on the wheel. However, you're going to use the rag. Make sure you spray a healthy amount on here. Make sure it does not get on the wheel. And then you're going to kind of go through it softly for the first take. Just make sure we get everything, all the gunk. For the purpose of the video, I'm going to do this on one wheel, but just to show you guys, but you should be doing this on both wheels. Again, none of it's being splashed on the side. So just keep in mind, I sprayed it and just keeping it just on one side. And also another healthy practice, make sure you wear different gloves when you're doing the wax and when you're doing the wheels and stuff. This is going to give you a nice shine on your wheel. And ideally you want to kind of do this either right before a ride or after the ride. That way you look good at all times. Be very careful not to hit your wheel, guys. Again, I'm not touching the wheel at all. Also, if you have hard water stains from your pressure washer, this is a great way to kind of polish that off. There you go. Wheels looking as expected. Spectacular. When you are doing the side, make sure you're super careful. I'm not touching the wheel again with anything that has some kind of degreaser on it or grease. And this time around, you want to make sure you make it very small because you don't want it to fall into your brakes. This one's a little bit trickier to do. But again, this is just a reference for you to follow for your own motorcycle. It might appear a little bit awkward doing it for the video, but just keep in mind, it's just the angle to show you guys, give you a general idea. You're gonna grab yourself another fresh towel, preferably brand new. That'd be great. The other option you might want to do, maybe wear another set of gloves or take them off. But before you even wax the bike, you want to make sure you dust it off. In case if there are any dust that's on there, when you do wax, it's gonna create swirls. So you want to make sure that's completely dusted. Hence why when I dried the bike, I did not use a rag so it doesn't create any swirls. I use my blower, my air blower, which gives you a cleaner finish when you're removing all of the excess water off the bike. This is just an added step, added precaution. We're gonna do the good old Motul shine and go on the coat just to finish off. Brand new rag. I'm gonna start with the rear of the bike and work my way forward. Damn, that looks good. I like to work my way above the bike and then work back, because if there's any dirt or any type of contamination, you could switch rag as you're going down. For me personally, every time I'm cleaning the bike, anything that's on top with the fairing, I tend to use one rag, and as I move down towards the lower part of the bike, I use another rag. So just keep that in mind. Often cases people spray on the bike, but I like to spray on the rag and then work my way on the fairing. It's a matter of preference, really. Motul is going to give you that great shine, guys. A brand new dealer finish almost, in my opinion. Oh my God, that looks good. Jesus. For me, the beak of the bike is the more problematic area of the bike, because 110 horsepower out there is going to give you a lot of bug splatter, a lot of debris hitting it. So that one takes a little bit of a special care to keep the bike looking really great. A lot of time when you're washing these bikes, the hard water tend to stain a little bit. Another great tip for you guys, if you notice, I've been waxing the bike and look at the rag. It's completely perfect. There's no contaminants on here. As I move further down the bike, I will be using a different rag just in case, just for taking precautions. Time to hit those gold Öhlins fork, give it that extra sheen, that shine. See, a little bit of contaminant. You guys notice that? Immediately when I hit the bottom of the fork. So I'm gonna rotate this over, not using it anymore. Fresh side. Gonna go to the other fork. We're gonna hit our dash, dust it off first, and make sure our controls are nice and shiny. Again, you want this protectant to be all over because in the sun, this is not going to beat up anything that's going to get discolored. So definitely a big part of this clean. Get a little Rizoma bar end, my favorite. Guys, I cannot express how much I love these mirrors. I've had them on multiple bikes, and I've tried other mirrors, and to be honest, this is my favorite. They're just amazing. I'll probably do a long-term review because I feel like mirrors are a little strange, but to tell you the truth, this one is like my favorite mirror of all time. So hit the dash real quick. Looks good. Alright, let's hit some of these carbon fiber pieces, just so there's a coat in them. Carbon fiber is notorious to yellowing over time, being in the sun. Thankfully, my bike is not in the sun like that. I try to keep it as well maintained as possible. And as you can see, as I move down, there's a little bit of contaminants that are appearing on my rag. So keep rotating it, and when you do get to the point where you can't anymore, time for you to get a new rag. Motul all day. Alright, we're gonna hit the top G exhaust SE project. Looking amazing. By the way, guys, anything you're seeing on this motorcycle can be obtained in the link in the description from Motivation USA, the only place to shop for some of these amazing parts. And once I move further down to the bike to the swing arm, I am going to swap rags completely. That heat shield, get it, some carbon. Before I hit the swing arm and everything else, I'm going to continue on the opposite side, and I'm going to swap rags. I'm going to wax the carbon fiber on the single-sided swing arm. And the chain guard, boys. Gonna hit that front fender real quick. And filthy. there we go, boys. I am super excited to do this detail, wash and wax and clean and get the dent off the Hypermotard SP. Really dope bike, really loving it. Been doing a lot of modification. You can partner in the link in the description down below if you want to support the channel. Shout out to all of our Patreons. If you want to support the channel, you can shop at motivationusa.com, where you can get all of your premium parts and Motul equipment. Really appreciate you guys for tuning in. By the way, I am running a 30,000 subscriber giveaway. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that thumbs up, comment down below, sub, and share this video or share the channel with anybody you think that might find it interesting. And I'll catch you guys on the road, man. Peace.